From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And some space here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's got room. He's got daylight. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play action. Now it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Here's Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Vita Vea in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg. Jones. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Denzel Mims. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Off play action. Jones rolling to his left. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now Jones. Off play action. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Dancing to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Jones on third down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Three yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run here with Akers. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg. Jones rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
And it's good to make it 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And that one makes it 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, Jones. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jones on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the bootleg, Jones. And he rifles one incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Edwards-Helaire. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Working from the gun, Mahomes buying time to his left. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 13 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Akers. And he'll be out of bounds downs, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cam Akers, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. On the ground, it's Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Operating from the gun, Jones, flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 6 yards away. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 1st down, Mahomes. This one brought in by Jefferson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. Back to throw. Jones on the move to his left. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good? They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go, G. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Oh, you got it? 47 mic. 47 mic. Mike 49.
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to